So what we're calling this is rectifiers. Yeah. And you know what a rectifier is?
I started this year with FACE wanting to do a project about something that affected a lot of people. So initially I wanted to work on migraines, and then I got through a bunch of different ideas. And then me and Miela came up with this super ambitious project about like forensic sciences, but it was a bit too ambitious and we just ended up working on something else.
In the beginning, we had completely different ideas. I just had my mindset on wanting to build something, whatever it was.
It's turning. And it was going to hit the top.
This is 4 alveoli in an alveolar duct. The alveoli are quite complex structures, so they're very difficult to visualize and to create 3D models for, or 4D models. And so mathematical models exist and digital models, but origami is a nice, convenient way to represent it physically, and something that can be, again, to show the dynamic nature of these very complex systems.
The educational model tries to tell us that art and sciences are so separate. We must forgo one of them to pursue the other. So we need to give up sciences to pursue art because they cannot coexist. And I've found that they're one and the same. When you make a lot of assumptions in mathematics, these are the same assumptions that you would make in arts. You go through the same mental processes. Learning that these things can coexist again really opens up your creativity.
So what I ended up doing was write a children's book. So I wrote and illustrated a little book, and there's a photography aspect as well where I was using a microscope to take images, which is inspired from my work as a camp counselor at a summer camp. And what I noticed at the camp is because we're working outdoors with kids and they have this natural curiosity. There's things they want to learn. And I found it so beautiful because at school we don't see this all the time because there's a structure involved with the curriculum and we're told there are certain things that we have to know. Whereas when the kids are outside and they get to discover things for themselves, there's some kind of organic, natural thing about it that I thought was really beautiful.
I built a, best described as an animatronic robot hand because I thought Iron Man was super cool. And I wanted to do something like that. I am not in electrical engineering. I didn't know anything about what I was doing, so it's more or less trial and error for the entire time. There were errors with the timing circuits. I didn't know what an LED was or how to wire it up. I didn't know how to solder. I didn't know what a jumper was. So many things went wrong, but it took about 5 weeks for me to get everything done, and it works now.
The idea is to work with robotics and lights and have a whole system that represents something deeper that connects to the theme of space this year.
We ran into problems like in most projects, and we had to work through them through teamwork and research. There's obviously the aspect of achieving your goal, and that's very gratifying. But the real experience is learning from your mistakes and running into problems and fixing those problems, and as a team and as an individual, getting over those humps and rectifying the glitches and the issues you run into.